to the episode of Flicks and Kicks. Man, this is the time where I like to do, man, this is the kicks part. We done had the flicks.
For a minute, too.
You know?
We're going to have some more flicks this week with that MJ movie.
Hey, you already know, bro.
We're a little late, but we need to moonwalk some movie.
Exactly. So we'll be there.
We'll be there for sure. But today, like Hunter said, we're getting into the kicks part.
Yep. So we got a two-time type of video thing that we're going to be doing. You know, we're going to be spicing in little things. Exactly. you know, we're giving y'all a little discount. So first things first, we're going to be talking about this NFL draft, man. There's a lot going on and a lot of things that people been saying.
Just now that the dust has settled, you've had a little time to fantasy book where your rookies fit in, where all the pieces fit in. I think now's the perfect time to give our winners and losers. We're just going to give a couple week, instead of giving a grade for each draft. Who got time for it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we thinking, why not just give y'all two each? We're going to give y'all winners and losers.
All right, my man. So,
are we gonna say what the second part gonna be? Or are we gonna say
we're gonna leave that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because we gotta let these people be intrigued.
For sure. Okay, I respect that. I like that. So, keep that mystique.
Exactly. Exactly.
Let's get into this, man.
Where you want to start, man? How are we gonna do this? You want to go ahead and tell these
positive or negative?
You know what? Let's actually start with the negative.
Okay, rip the Band-Aid
off. I rather go ahead and get my vegetables done early. You know, so I get
before the pizza.
You know, I want my best stuff at last. So go ahead and give me who you think is a loser.
Loser. Dang, you hate to put that label on someone, right? Because it's like maybe they could be a winner when it's all said and done, but we gotta go with what it looks like on paper right now. I always consider the team that reaches in the draft a loser because I don't think you maximize the value of your pick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Hunter. I know you're a Bama boy, but I gotta go with the Rams. I mean, long term, I get why they drafted Ty Simpson at 13 because you need a quarterback. You have to start thinking about life after Stafford. But Stafford just came off an MVP. You just came off of nearly beating the Seahawks to get to a Super Bowl. So I would think you're in win now mode, and you're trying to add a piece to help you get past Seattle. I don't see how the first round pick, who they added this year, is going to help them close the gap on the Seahawks.
See, okay, my rebuttal to you. Do you really think as far as what they added and a corner was really an issue?
Who, Trent McDuffie?
That's what I'm saying. As far as adding that, was that another thing that you would say had to be addressed? Because there was no issue. I think they were able to keep up.
No, but like you could have added a Makai Lemon. He was still on the board. They needed a right tackle. You could have added my boy Monroe Freeland from Georgia. You could have added a piece that was ready to make a day one impact and was going to be part of your nucleus going forward. So you could have added a piece that could help you right now and be part of your future. Instead, they just went purely for future.
And this is from a Packers standpoint. You would rather need you would rather get a quarterback when you don't need one. If, let's say, Matthew Stafford, this is his last season, are you really thinking that you're going to be able to get that high and just rebound after that? You're going to need a couple years.
You might.
I mean, look at the Steelers. They're struggling to find a quarterback, and they're a 42-year-old. I don't know how old this dude is now. You don't want to be in that situation.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know,
I understand.
Like, I see where, as far
Stafford
as
just coming off an MVP, so you think he probably has a good couple.
But he already has.
He's not even 40 yet. He's only 37.
I get that, but didn't he also last year have a back injury that we didn't even know if he was gonna play?
Yeah, he missed a lot of training games.
You know, so it's also things of you want to make sure if he does go down, which he kind of showed somewhere. It was like, okay, you had to throw in some guys.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to miss a beat. You're an organization where you still have pieces to be able to compete. If you bring in someone that maybe it has to sit 2 years, maybe one. Because I don't know how many Matthew Stafford is going to be playing. I think maybe 2.
I think probably 2.
Yeah, so I think that's the safe part, but you don't know. At this point, he is year to year.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be in a position where he leaves. Now you are in a situation where you have these guys that are getting paid, and you're going to be a sorry team.
Stetson Bennett could have been ready, bro.
Oh my God!
You see how you don't even believe that?
I'm just saying he had a couple years in the system, so he would know how to run the plays. He would know
If that was the case, they wouldn't have gotten Ty Simpson. That's clear as day. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
if you're so sure on that
picture, I get why they did. I'm just thinking, if you're in a Super Bowl mindset, and the Rams aren't they big on fuck them picks, fuck the future. We're focused on right now. So it seemed their mentality seemed to be about right now moves. They didn't seem to be a team that was big on let's do this long term.
I don't see a step or like a decline on their offense at all.
You added a Makai Lemon though. Makai Lemon was right there, and you don't even have to leave the state of California. He's just at the backyard at USC.
Trust me, I understand where you could have added some of those guys.
And there was some solid tackles left too. You could always the Rams could use another tackle.
But that was also a reach at 13 too.
You could have traded back a little bit and could have got even more assets. Easy.
I don't think they're a team that would trade down though.
But if you were already had about drafting a reach, you could have traded back a couple spots easy.
I mean, if it's your guy, you're gonna go up.
I understand.
That's just how I see
it. They just stood pat at where they were at. They didn't even go up for Ty Simpson.
They understood that was the Falcons, or who is I forgot whose pick that actually was, because that wasn't theirs.
It was the Falcons.
Yeah, it was theirs. Mm-hmm. So technically, you're not going to be trying to move off of that pick anyways.
I understand.
You already gave up yours. That was a late 20-something pick.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, I can't understand from both aspects, but I honestly think that was the best move for them because of the fact if you already have 2 good wide receivers, you already gonna have one for sure. Puka's young, you know. Devontae Adams, he's definitely going up in age, but you want to be able to have a guy for a young receiver. I also
argue this was a weaker quarterback class though. So outside of Mendoza, I don't know if there was another quarterback that was worth taking in the top 20.
I mean, Ty was in those conversations. Some thought he would be a high second, but there's conversations even him being a first rounder.
Yeah, I saw it had
to be the right situation.
20s, the late first, but at 13.
Yeah, late 20s. That's where I thought.
Yeah, that's where I thought Ty would go.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, if that's your guy, you're gonna.
I understand.
You're gonna go for your guy.
On paper, he seems like a solid fit for what McVay wants to do. But I'm just thinking, if you're trying to get by that monster in Seattle, I don't think this gets you a step closer in that direction.
I think they're still fine. I mean, Seattle did lose some pieces too on defense.
They did, but they're young, so they'll replenish.
Yeah, but I mean, that's one thing. But we can talk about that for a long time. I ain't even gonna lie, because that's one of those. I'm not trying to put Bama, bias on it.
Yeah.
I'm just leaving it as a pure football standpoint.
Fair enough.
But I'm gonna tell you my loser, and this is not even on the player. Mm-hmm. I really think the Cardinals kind of messed up their draft. I understand.
Start off with a bang with Love, though.
Like I said, I think as far as value,
you're a running back guy.
I do, but the way that he's getting paid, how do you expect him to exceed his contract? How are you going to... You already don't want to pay running backs, so how you already giving him the money of you're going to be a Bijan already type of player. That's
if you're
already
a game
high.
breaker at running back, they could have paid you though.
That's true, but
Gibbs is getting paid. Bijan gonna get a bag if he hasn't already. Saquon got a bag, so if you a game,
but Saquon waited. He was on the tag twice.
But the Giants offered him a contract. His agent kept turning down the offers they were offering him. He just didn't like the number. He had that big time contract offer. It just wasn't as big time as he wanted it to be. My brother, as a Giants fan, will always make sure to drill into my head that they offered Saquon a contract. So for Casey,
I give that to them, but my whole thinking was, okay, I feel they could have gone defense and not feel you have to. This guy has to do well. The Cardinals' offensive line is not good.
Tend to draft by their DNA though. Who's the new coach for the Cardinals? LaFleur, right? Another
Mike.
LaFleur. Mike, Matt LaFleur's brother, right? Offensive coach.
Yeah,
so
that is true.
Made sense. They went for playmaker.
Which like I said, I understand that, but also if he messes up as any part in his game, we're already going to be like, that was almost a reach for that.
That's fair. Plus,
that is hard to. And he's already in a bad situation.
They did get solid value with Carson Beck in the second.
That was not. Corey.
He might start.
That's what's worrying me.
He might start
because that's a bad offensive line.
Yeah.
You're going to be throwing Jeremiah Love, who's going to be. All right, don't get me wrong.
Harrison.
The skill position is flawless.
You got
Marvin Harrison, I still think has potential.
I do too. Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, so like I said, you have that.
You got Wilson too at receiver. They got some pieces, and you got the.
I don't know how they're going to use Wilson because that. Like you said, it's a new. Yeah, Trey McBride. He's a skill position guy. That dude's a wide receiver. I don't give a damn.
And a tight end's body.
Exactly.
He's a wide receiver in a big ass body.
Exactly.
That's what he is.
So, I think as far as that, the offense will be okay.
Yeah, the offense will be fine. They got some.
But my worry is how bad that offensive line is, where it could be from okay to terrible. Like that's how bad that could be.
Line is bad, bro.
You know where I thought
they got the tackle though, Paris Johnson, right? Didn't they just pay him?
I think so.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, it's when you look and you even look in their division, they're last.
they're honestly they're in a brutal division. Though.
So
you got the Niners, you got the Rams, you got the Super Bowl champions.
Exactly. So
I think they know they're gonna be last. So they're just like, let's just load up on young skill position talent. Then next year's supposed to be a strong D-line class. You can add some game changers on the defensive line. Because if you're going to win in that division, you're going to have game changers up front. Or you're going to get ran all over. Christian McCaffrey going to run all over you. The Seahawks system will run all over you. We know Sean McVay loves running that football.
But, I mean, so you could have taken...
You're cooked.
You could have taken an Arville Reese.
You could have.
You know, you could have taken a Sonny Styles.
You could have.
Like, these are guys where I think they would have made
I think
a better impact.
They would have been scared to take him because of Isaiah Simmons. Now, I think he's better than
Which I understand because
yeah,
that usually mistakes like those, you do get worried.
Exactly.
But
you get cold feet.
I
think Sonny's way more of a pure linebacker.
Exactly. But that's where I kind of feel it's just their draft, I feel, was more reaches.
That's fair.
You know? And
Carson the second was probably a reach too, if we're being real. I don't know if he was a second rounder. That's not even any Georgia sour grapes. It's just based on the value.
Yeah, it ain't none of my business.
Yeah. What's getting happy times now?
Exactly.
Oh, you know I can't wait for this. I don't care if I come off as a homer. The New Orleans Saints are a draft. Who that? Bro, come on, man. This draft told me 100% we're behind Ty Shug. This told me that. I mean, how a team drafts tells you how they feel about your quarterback. Am I right on that?
Oh, yeah. You're right.
The fact we start out drafting a receiver in the top 10, which we haven't done in decades. Chris Olave went 11th. We haven't taken a receiver in the top 10 literally in decades. That tells me we're all in on Tyler Shug. Because we gave him a skill position play. If we weren't, we would have went defense. This
man's talking about you haven't picked someone that high in decades.
Yeah, receiver.
Drew Brees. You didn't have to do that.
No, we didn't. But
you were never that bad.
We had chances to take. Did we though? You know what? Maybe we didn't. Fair enough. But still.
That's like me talking about my Packers, bro. We've never been that bad.
It's rare we take receivers in the first round. I mean, yeah, there was Brandon Cooks, Olave. I don't know if Stills was a first round. He was either a first or a high second. But we rarely take receivers in the first round. The fact we took Tyson to pair of Olave, first of all, you have a nasty 1-2 punch with Tyson Olave. And one of our biggest concerns heading into the offseason, who's going to be the Robin next to Olave? We need more playmakers. Because it got to a point, it was Olave or bust at times.
Mm-hmm.
So now you add arguably, I think not arguably, he's the most talented receiver in the draft. Would have been wide receiver 1 over Cornell Tate if he was consistently healthy. But you know, the medical report was... It was scary. I ain't gonna lie. He has an extensive medical report, but if he's able to stay healthy, that's a slam dunk at 9. Then the second round, you add one of the best. This isn't me being a Georgia homer. This is just looking at the tape. This is adding one of the best run-stopping defensive tackles in the draft in Christian Miller. Violent hands, gets in the backfield, muddies up the pocket. Does he give you much of pass rush? Depends on the game. But one thing about him is he'll help you stop the run. And who's in our division, Hunter? Bijan Robinson. So you add someone in the interior that could help clog things and make it harder for Bijan Robinson. So I love that pick. Then the third round, you get Oscar Dell. One of the most... Damn, another Georgia Bulldog. Man, I can't lose this video. One of the most talented tight ends in the fucking draft. He was underutilized as shit. How many times did I complain to you throughout the season? We are not getting number 7 to football enough, bro. We are not.
Jesus
and we get him at the 3rd round. And then we draft Sonny Styles, his brother, at safety in the 5th round. And he ran a 4.2. So he has a bunch of athleticism. There's a lot of untapped potential there. So I like the value of our picks. I like what we're adding to the skill positions. And we added some help on the defensive line. Because we needed help stopping the run. Check. We need another receiver.
Check.
We need another receiver to go with Olave to give Tyler Shook somewhere else to go with the football. Check. We need another tight end next to Juwan Johnson. Check. I'm sorry, Taysom Hill is not a tight end. He's a utility piece, and we're probably going to get rid of him, unfortunately. So,
check.
If you ask me, this is the type of draft that catapults a team to the playoffs. Huh? And that's why I'm predicting right now. I'm calling it right now. With this draft
to the playoffs.
And who we signed to free agency, I think the Saints have a chance to compete for a playoff spot. I really do. This draft got us a step closer. I love everything about this draft. It was aggressive. We loaded on weapons, and we addressed the trenches on defense.
Well,
simple as that.
All I can say is
that slept great.
I would have to see the production before anything. You're betting a lot on Tyler, so I have to see.
I'm all in on Tyler.
I have to see more.
I trust my quarterback.
I want to see a full season. When they're now, teams have film on him. They know what he likes, his tendencies. So I want to see more.
And
I want to see more.
Now we got Tyson to combat that film. We have a 1A and 1B.
We'll see.
I'm telling you.
All right. Now.
Get your popcorn ready.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, this pick that I'm about to tell you is going to surprise you. Who I thought actually nailed their draft for what they did. Now, what they do with it, that's on them. Because historically, they just seem to fuck everything up.
Oh, I think I know you're going to go with.
The Jets were actually...
I thought you were going to pick the Browns. Okay, I was wrong.
Hey, I do kind of like what they did.
Because I like the Concepcion pick.
Yeah, I do like that one, but I think that was like the really only good thing that they did. Like,
and they drafted the other receiver from Washington in the 2nd round. So
yeah, they got a lineman too.
They really went aggressive in adding weapons.
So I do like how they're helping out whoever the quarterback is, and I hope
I heard Deshaun is leading right now.
That's just god awful. But anyways, the Jets, I feel
they actually had a good draft, but who the hell's gonna throw these guys the football?
Well, see, that's the thing. That's where I think this is actually pretty good for them, right? You add all of these exceptional picks.
There's some nice.
You have a chance where you can get what they have 3 first rounds or 2 first rounds next year.
Yep.
If you suck ass again,
which they will, they have no quarterback.
I mean, they don't.
They don't.
You can add someone.
Quarterback? Truly.
Geno Smith is back there.
Oh Lord!
So
Geno Smith in Big 26.
Hey. All I can tell you is one more year for the Jets. I'm sure y'all can hang one more because from what they did first round, I like Bailey. I think it was probably someone else that they would have, but I do like him.
I like the Bailey pick.
You get another tight end, so that tells me exactly. So
freak athlete ran a 4.3,
and that basically tells me you're going to be running more a 2 tight end set.
You get the Indiana receiver Amorion Cooper.
Exactly. So they're first few picks I really did like.
They actually did have a good draft.
And then, like I said, by next year you're gonna get you another quarterback. You're actually
Absolutely.
you're gonna build into doing that.
Peyton may not let Arch go to New York. Though.
Well, I mean, with all the assets they're adding, if they show some type of promise to, like I tell you all the time, if you become the Lions when Campbell got there, they lost almost damn near every game, but they basically clawed and fought the whole way.
And they have a coach from the Lions system.
Exactly. So I think where if they at least showed that, and then by next year you get a quarterback that you actually feel can do something, because you have assets.
Oh, for
if
sure.
Garrett
for sure.
comes back and does what I think he can, you know, if somehow they talk Breece Hall into one to stay,
that's gonna be a tough talk.
but if you do something, I mean, what you did in the draft, you actually did really good.
They did
for the Jets. That is good.
That's
why it surprised me.
They actually did what the fuck they were supposed to do.
Exactly, and it wasn't like they were just going for best guys available.
Nah.
They actually got needs,
bro.
And they nailed on the people that I think they did. Now, do I wish they could have got someone other than Cooper, because there was more people that I think they could have had?
Good player.
It's a good pick.
They probably
I think it was more
Casey.
explosive.
They probably would have drafted Concepcion, but
if he was there.
Yeah,
Sadly.
Cleveland took him ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where I kind of think maybe that was like the only thing. The one thing I really hate was Cade being their pick.
Klubnik,
that was a terrible pick.
The video where he said he dreamed of being a Jet. He woke
Stop
up.
it. Just stop it.
That is the most quarterback bullshit.
Exactly. You are just trying to make sure the fans like you. So
exactly. Who's a quarterback goes to the draft saying I can't wait to go to the Jets.
Exactly. So just stop it. But like I said, I really like what they did, and I think that's going to be a team that
there's some nice pieces.
They may not be some team that, like, I honestly think the Dolphins are just going to...
Dolphins are going to be horrible.
But they're going to be better than the Jets.
Yeah.
Like, in that division, you telling me they're going to be better than the Dolphins?
I mean, Dolphins and Jets are going to go bear for bet.
Exactly, but I bet you the Dolphins going to win that.
Yeah.
They actually got a quarterback I think can actually do
Willis
better.
Is solid.
I don't think he's so much better than them, but
I'll take him over Geno in 20.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
man, Geno, I heard they brought in Russell Wilson to see if he'll be the backup. I mean, they have to wash the ventures at quarterback, bro. Russell, if you're going to be the backup with the Jets, just hang it up, bro.
Yeah, just one of those. Go ahead and stop.
You got CR at home, man. You don't need to keep doing this. I mean, damn.
Anyways, but okay, so let's go to negative again.
Oh, I thought we were doing one. What's it called? One each.
One each?
I think we were doing one each.
I mean, we did a negative and then a positive.
Oh, so we're doing 2 positives and 2 negatives.
I mean, hey, why you want to do it, my man?
Shit, fine with me. I can add another negative. You go
All
first.
right, so I'm gonna tell you right now. This one, I hope this fan base does not go down and hate me when I say this. But why in the hell are y'all still waiting on A-Rod? This is terrible. What type of draft shit was this? What the fuck?
Guys, I think he's talking about the Steelers.
Yo, that was terrible.
I could be guessing, though.
Okay, listen, I like the pick of Bernard. You know, I think he is right now going to be a great number 2 to DK.
Player.
You know, I honestly think that's a good pick.
Good player.
You don't okay. You go for a lineman.
You what?
Right? I don't like that. I was expecting them to be aggressive in getting a quarterback. If you want someone, Ty Simpson is probably the highest one that I would even reach for. That's where I feel about it. Because you don't have a lot of assets, I feel. Because didn't they have to move up in the draft or something?
They did.
And later in the rounds? I think they didn't have like a third or something. I don't know. But you... Okay, listen to me, dog. Oh, yeah, it was the second round that they moved up. So, and then the next pick, which is just terrible to me. Why the hell do you get Drew? Drew Aller is like.
So I'm gonna say that bluntly. He sucks. I'm sorry, bro.
He's
just not. Some guys like look. they're just not good, bro.
Well, okay, listen,
I'm sorry,
listen
he's
to me.
not good, man.
He may be one of those like college quarterbacks.
He wasn't even good in college.
But he was at least mid,
bro.
right?
He was ass against every good team he played, bro. Remember the Notre Dame game?
But listen, I'm trying to give him some benefit of the doubt. When you are at least a iffy quarterback,
bro,
all right, I'll give you some type of grace. I'm gonna try.
Bro.
Nothing what they did in Penn State translates to the NFL, so I don't understand it.
It reminds me of another Penn State quarterback that sucked. Christian Hackenberg. Remember him? Drew Eller has a strong arm. That's about it, bro. He has cement feet. He's inaccurate. He's awful against pressure. Like, what are we doing, man? He
can't read.
Come on, can't read worth a damn, bro. I mean, come on. He was the same exact quarterback for 3 years.
No improvement.
No improvements. We kept hearing, oh, it was the receivers. They went in the portal and they spent a bag on receivers. No improvement.
Now, I'm going to tell you the one pick that I do like is this Dunker offensive tackle from Iowa. I do like him because he's probably one of the like most physical late round picks that you will get that actually has a potential.
The spot they got at.
Exactly. I think he has potential to be one of those 10-year players.
Just solid. I don't think a Pro Bowl or anything, but just solid.
Well, I mean, he has the potential to maybe be that.
Maybe. Yeah.
But I definitely see he's going to be a 10-year type of guy.
Yeah,
he's going to be a solidified guy. I don't know if he's going to be staying at tackle. He may be a guard.
He's versatile, too. That's another thing. You could kind of plug and play him anyway.
Yeah, so I think that's a good pick. So as far as their offensive line, sure. But you're planning for a man that's old as hell. Oh my gosh.
He still hasn't given you an answer if he's retiring.
See, Corey, as you said, the draft tells you what you're going to do. You get 2 offensive linemen for an old man as your first 3 rounds?
And they told Aaron, we don't care if you don't come back because we have Drew Aller. Come on, bro.
Oh.
Aaron laughed at that pick.
Man.
Damn, at least put some pressure on me. Drew Aller, I'm going to take my sweet time. You drafted Drew? I'm gonna go on another vacation before I give you an answer. Go into mini camp with Drew and see how that goes for you.
Hey, that's all on them. That's all on them. I just had to let that out because boy, what the fuck?
Steelers, man.
What the hell?
They make picks like they want to be good enough to not need a draft high, but they're also not bad enough to get the picks they need to get an elite quarterback.
With these picks,
it
tells me you're going to be another 8 or 9 wins.
That's what I'm saying. They're stuck in 8 and 9 purgatory right now, bro.
That's all I see.
That's the worst spot to be.
Like,
I mean, how many times do they make the playoffs and get their ass whooped every year? It's like they have an embarrassment kink, bro. Every year, they don't just lose; they get their ass whooped.
You know, I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt. But
squashed,
looking at these picks, I mean, when I look, you have maybe
some of the
2 picks
they've had lately. They had Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph starting games from them.
But okay, my thinking is though,
2 hand gloves.
You don't move up in the draft. For me, all right, you go into the draft telling your fans, Mason's gonna be our quarterback.
That's so. I mean, how can you even get excited, bro?
I don't even know who's the other guy they have.
We're just kidding. He has competition.
Who's
it's
the other
Drew
quarterback?
Aller. Drew Aller is going to come in and compete
but
with him.
Who's the other quarterback? I don't even know who's the other quarterback.
Who knows? Who cares? They're not the answer.
I mean,
Not the answer, man.
I look at that, and if I'm DK and I demanded to get out of Seattle, I'm on a team that is godforsakenly terrible. Just seeing a team I left win the goddamn championship.
They haven't had a quarterback since Ben retired, bro.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
I mean, even before Ben, who did they have at quarterback outside of Terry Bradshaw?
Your best guess is mine.
I mean, they're a mom and pop organization, so they don't like to bottom out.
They're terrible.
They're at a tough spot, bro.
So
they're at a tough spot.
That's all I gotta say.
They're at a tough spot, man.
I'll let you go to your next one.
That's why I was doing my research a little bit for my next pick, bro. I think I have to go for the next loser. I have to go with the Jags, bro.
Really?
I don't like the value of their picks, man. I'm sorry, Nate. I'm gonna butcher the fuck out of his last name. Nate Borkerker at tight end. I'm sorry, that's not good enough for me, bro. At the second round, a 56 pick, a top 60 pick on a tight end that never had more than, I don't think had more than 400 yards in 1 year in college.
Yeah.
That's a reach. He's a solid blocker, I guess. But that's who you take if a top 60 pick when there's still a lot of good football players left on the board. You still had some other needs. They could use another corner. They could have taken a chance on the kid from what's it called? The kid from Tennessee who was supposed to be CB1, CB2.
Yeah.
What's his name? What's his name?
It's
Jamal McCoy.
Yeah.
They could have drafted him. They need a corner bad.
Well, I mean, he fell awfully down bad because of his injury.
He did. I get it. He did. And then
I think that scared a lot of these
it
owners.
did. It definitely did. Because if you're a corner with knee problems, you're undraftable on some people's boards.
Yeah.
That is what it is. Then their second pick was Albert Regis. In the third, we have to say second pick in the third round because remember they didn't have a first round.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have a first round, you have to maximize your pick in the other rounds.
Yeah.
I don't think they did that. I think they drafted reaches and guys that were really more top 150 picks in the top 100, bro. Like out of these picks, I mean Emmanuel Pregnon at guard from Oregon, is a solid player, but like. I'm looking at these picks, man. I'm not seeing anyone that's going to come in and be an impact player day one for them. Like, this kind of feels like a draft that's kind of, I want to say pointless because you never know how this works. Some people, a fourth rounder will light up training camp and end up making an impact. That's just how the NFL works.
Yeah.
But on paper, this doesn't look like a draft that's going to get the fan base excited. I'm not seeing the impact. I mean, look at this list. You seen any impact on that? Look at this. I'm doing the Jeff Teague right now, bro.
That's kind of tough.
Look at this.
That's kind of tough, man.
Not seeing the impact.
I mean, hey, bro, I think as far as the Jags go...
Because the 56 pick, you can draft a starter with that pick, bro. And you drafted a project tight end. I don't understand that.
Which is honestly crazy that there's only one tight end that was actually worth picking.
Yes.
This year's tight end
and
was
Oscar
terrible.
Delp is better than him. You didn't even draft him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, that's just... Is he going to help your run game that much that you wasted a 56 pick on that?
He better.
Exactly. Like, they could use another linebacker. C.J. Allen was available. There was some solid linebackers still there. They didn't take that. And I know linebacker value is up and down, but a linebacker is more valuable than a blocking tight end that doesn't give you much.
I mean, it has to be.
Has to be, right? So it's like, I'm not seeing the value in their picks, bro.
I can respect that.
Yeah, I didn't like their draft.
So, out of all that, what is your second, positive team that actually nailed it? Team.
I want to make sure I get it right.
Because, if you want, I can go ahead and throw you mine.
I think I got mine, bro. It's the Raiders.
Really?
I think the Raiders had a great draft, bro. First of all, they drafted QB1, Fernando Mendoza. Then you get Jermon McCoy in the second round. Then you build up the trenches, too, with a lot of their picks. And then I think they got a couple gems, too, at where they picked them, because you add Stux from Arizona at safety. Some people had him at safety too, and you got him at 38. So you get him in the second round. Then you add my Auburn Tiger, Crawford, edge rusher, really good edge rusher, has good length.
Disgusting.
And then again, I think if Jamal McCoy's healthy, getting him in the fourth round pick is cheating. That's the steal of the draft. If he's healthy, we gotta see how that knee checks out.
Yeah.
But if he's healthy, I think this is a nice, good first draft for the new era they're building around Mendoza. I really like what they did, bro.
For me, with the Raiders, this is kind of almost the same boat that I put a lot of these bad teams. Mm-hmm. I just got to see it, man.
I understand.
Because even when I said the Jets, I got to see
Brady is a minority owner,
thing.
though. It seems like they're doing shit the smart way. You have Kirk Cousins there, so you don't have the pressure to throw Mendoza.
Which is smart.
Smart as shit. And he's a good mentor. You know Kirk's going to mentor the kid.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a good situation he's walking into. Which is crazy to say about the Raiders being a good situation. But how it's set up right now, yeah.
Like I said, I got to see it. Because for me, their offensive line was so bad yes, they addressed it,
Yeah, dude.
but it was so
especially
atrocious.
in free agency, because remember they added
the guy from the Ravens.
yeah, and
So
then
they
you get
improved.
Trey Zahn at 91. That's real good value.
Yeah, so like I said, they did upgrade at that. So I gotta, that's where I gotta see what they do, because that was rough. Their defense was bad, but it was clearly their offense that was just
Offense was
terrible.
I mean, my boy Ashton Genty was back there suffering because they didn't
He was
have
getting
the
tackled
offensive line.
behind the line of
That's what
scrimmage
I'm talking
more
about.
than anybody.
Except there was no push up front.
So it was. I just gotta see. When they were so bad, you can't be worse.
Fair
That's
enough.
how I see it.
No, that's fair. That's what I'm saying. You can only go up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it.
I agree with that.
But I'm gonna tell you a team that I think honestly surprised a lot of people in their draft by being this aggressive, and they nailed it.
Mhm.
The Chiefs gave up their number one corner.
They did.
What did they do in their first pick?
Drafted
Get
my
the
CB1.
best corner
Mansour
in the game.
Mansour Lane, man, locksmith.
What did they do after that? Get one of the best pass rushers,
Peter Woods.
Peter Woods. I mean, well, I wouldn't. I don't want to say like pass rush because he can do basically everything, but he basically
to get him
can.
at 29, because remember he was supposed to be a top 10 pick, but he had a disappointing season. But in his defense, a lot of those Clemson players.
I
had
mean,
disappointing-
everyone.
I mean, I was joking with my brother. How many of those Clemson players lost millions
Boy, they
off this
missed
season?
so much money.
They were supposed to have 8 projected first round picks. Only 2 of them ended up getting drafted in the first round. Miller, the tackle, and Peter Woods.
Yep. So I mean, and like you were saying before, the draft will tell you exactly what they think of this team. It tells me in the offseason you sign in Walker, that offense is fine.
Offense
You'll be
should
able
be
to
good.
get it going.
They're
Your
also
defense had to
banking
get
on
it.
a healthy season and progression from Worthy and Rice, because they weren't that aggressive adding a receiver.
Exactly.
they
So I
trust their
think
receivers.
they're expecting
Worthy to bounce back.
exactly. So well,
stay
I
healthy.
think
That's
Rice,
the key.
because
Rice
I think at this point Worthy, we've seen who he is.
Yeah.
I don't want to say he's, as we say, a jag.
Damn. He got the speed. He at least got to develop into that deep threat.
I haven't seen it consistent enough where I believe it at this point.
He had
Like,
a good rookie year. Took a step back year too. Though.
Yeah, so it's like I want to be able to see where, okay, can you be this number one guy? Because this offense still needs, I would say, a number one.
Yeah, they do. They don't
You
have
know,
that one.
Exactly. So
Who's the guy the defenses have to double team?
exactly, and that's where I think it's still Rice.
Yeah.
You know, so
He gotta, if he keeps his nose clean off the field, he should have a good year.
yeah, so what that draft shows me is their offense was not the problem.
No.
They think their defense.
Maybe right tackle. They can use a right tackle.
Yeah,
I like the left tackle they drafted, Josh Simmons.
Yeah.
Pretty good player. But yeah, they could use a right tackle. Outside that, yeah, they're pretty fine on offense.
Yeah, so
Defense need help. More help than people realize.
I mean, they answered it. Most of their picks
I
were
like it with
defense.
the lane. Peter Woods mentored by Chris Jones. Ooh,
That
yeah, I
is
like
something
that.
special.
I like that combo.
And I'm gonna tell you a pick that they did that honestly is not gonna benefit them, but it's gonna benefit the player.
Who?
Garrett, I think being able to learn under what Andy Reid system,
that's
Patrick
smart.
Mahomes,
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
because he's not
nice.
gonna be no starter for them.
He was. I had him as QB1 preseason.
Yeah, boy, did that not work.
Blew up in smoke. We talk about Clemson
Well,
players
I
lost.
warned you,
We talk about Clemson players lost money. LSU players lost a lot.
boy.
Except for Delane.
I mean, even Perkins, I really
Perkins
thought he
went in the
was,
6th round.
Yes,
Who would've
that
saw that
surprised
coming?
me.
Who
But
would've saw that? That's crazy.
But I think Nussmeier, this is a perfect situation where
I think it's a really good situation for him.
right before his rookie contract is over, he can fight for a starting job somewhere.
Rebuild his start. Take the Malik Willis path.
Exactly. I think he's in that position because if kind of throwing it back on Carson Beck,
Man,
he's not in the best situation.
And plus, remember, he's going to get plenty of reps because Mahomes is still recovering from the ACL. So he's
Yeah.
going to have all offseason to get those reps.
Exactly. So I think as far as just getting the feel of how the NFL works, understanding the game like
Right.
that, I think this is a perfect situation
I
for
do
him.
too. It's a good fit.
You know, like I told you before, I don't think this is nowhere near his team.
No.
You're not. This is Patrick Mahomes.
Not
and
with 15, bro.
exactly. But this is a chance where, let's say if the Cardinals still can't get their guy. Let's say if the Steelers are just garbage in the next 3 years.
Possible. Look at the
You know,
quarterbacks.
I mean, let's say if the Jets just don't know what the fuck they're doing, which is so much capable.
Really possible. They haven't known what they were doing our whole lives.
Exactly. So, like, there's plenty of teams where if he goes there and he succeeds, he'll be fine.
I agree with that for sure.
So, I think
it's a nice situation.
Exactly. But now that we got that,
talk a little playoffs.
Exactly.
NBA.
We got the NBA playoffs.
There's a lot of series going on, but we're just gonna give our quick most surprising playoff series and most disappointing. Because on paper, you see a playoff series and think, "Ooh, this is gonna be a back and forth 7 games banger," and it turns out it's not. And you see a series and you think, okay, this should be an easy, maybe 4-1. Maybe they're generous and maybe it's
generous.
They give them 2 games, or hell, maybe it's a sweep. I don't expect this to be very competitive, but here we are.
Yeah. All right. So where you want to start, bro?
I think
where you want to start?
Let's start with most disappointing.
All right. I'm gonna give you one that. Me personally, I kind of wasn't even going deep into it. The Spurs and Trailblazers. That was
honestly I expected that series to be quick.
Well, I expected it, but I was like, Jesus, that shit was not even worth watching.
I mean, even without Wemby, they beat the brakes off.
Exactly. So that's why I'm just like,
they backhand that too.
I mean, all right. Granted, they were able to get 1 game, right? Yeah, it was 1 game.
Yeah.
So I respect that, and that's why I think that was making it feeling good.
Because you had 1-1 back to Portland, you have some momentum. Then they just wet the bed.
Yeah, they got their ass.
It's always a bad look when you make it back to the playoffs. You lose both games at home. Damn, you can't do that. Yeah,
that's tough for me.
That series was disappointing. Alvia, I thought was really gonna have a big series, and the Spurs just had the personnel to contain it.
Yeah,
that was disappointing.
That, like I said, that one, because I mean the others, I think, are kind of folding the way I thought.
Yeah,
you know, I think a lot of them are somewhat kind of reasonable in what they're doing.
Yeah,
bruh, the Trailblazers, I get they were a 7 seed. I get that. But show some type of fight. Yeah. I mean, damn.
It was non-competitive. I mean, damn.
They took their belt off. It got to a point where they were saying, it was after the second game, it was game 2, saying, Scoop may actually do something. Yeah. And then this brother wets the fucking bed.
Didn't he have 0 points in game 4? He scored as many points as me and you.
Just watching the game.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's kind of hard to pick a most disappointing off that because, like you said, a lot is kind of unfolding a little bit the way we expect. Honestly, I'll say the most disappointing, not because of the competitiveness, but because why is this series still going on? It should be over. It's the Celtics and the Sixers. The Celtics should have finished this shit off in 5. How are you going to drop another game at home? Why do the Celtics keep losing games at home in the playoffs?
Well, it's because they live by the 3, you die by the 3.
I get it.
You shot the worst percentage. What was it? 3 for I don't even know what it was.
It was terrible, bro.
At some point, I just don't understand. Why do you keep shooting the 3? I don't understand.
They keep hoisting it, and eventually it'll go in. It'll get high. I just need to see one go in. When it doesn't go in, it looks awkward. You lose games at home you're not supposed. This should have been a sweep.
It really should have.
This series should not be close because when they win, they beat the brakes off of them. This shouldn't be close.
But I mean, also analytics show when they do that and they are making a shot, like you said, they beat the bricks off you. But when they don't make them, you lose in a bad fashion.
We're looking at the Celtics. They're supposed to be a team that can compete with the Spurs, compete with the Thunder if they make it out. Very soon, they're going to make it out the West, one of those teams. We're looking at the Celtics to be the one East team that can compete with them. But they have games like this where it's like, bro, this should not be going again. You should not be going back to Philly.
Yeah, you really shouldn't.
If you're a championship contender,
this should have been over.
It should have been. Look at what the Spurs did to the Blazers. They were up 3-1. They went back to the crib and beat the brakes off of them. That's what you're supposed to do to an inferior team when you're trying to move on to the next round and you're at home.
Exactly.
The Celtics, they do this too many times in the playoffs. They don't play with the same urgency they play with on the road that they play with at home. It's one of the most confusing things about the Celtics.
I don't get it. I mean, hey,
because they've lost 2 games at home. This series. That's unacceptable, bro.
So yeah, I'm not feeling it.
I mean, Tatum, Brown, all those shooters, and you're only up 3-2 on the Sixers team, whose second best player arguably is a rookie. I like VJ Escombe, but he's a rookie.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
They. I know the person that's gonna be watching this from my job. He's not gonna like me saying this, but them Celtics, the iron is getting hot.
You gotta tie. If you lose game 6, the pressure to win that game 7 at home.
What?
Ass is gonna be quenched.
Exactly. So yeah, that's
better win game 6.
Now, all right. Who I've actually been surprised on this entire series. I'm surprised the Lakers are doing what they're doing.
Oh yeah. I mean, without Luka and Reeves, I know KD's been in and out of the line. He hasn't been there since game 2. But
okay, my thinking of this, right? We've all understood the Rockets are not a very well shooting team without KD.
They can't shoot worth a damn.
Boy, has it been exposed to the point where you cannot hide it.
It's embarrassing, bro.
I mean, you're having teammates argue in the playoffs on the court.
You have Ime Udoka crashing out on the side. Honestly, Ime Udoka, I think he has to take some of this fall. His offensive system sucks. What is his system?
Well, I mean, you have a guy in Şengün who's not even running the play.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Ime is a defensive coach. He doesn't really have an offensive system. It seems like it's a bunch of iso ball. He doesn't really give his players easier looks.
That is honestly fair. I understand that. And some of that blame can go to him.
He has to have a better
But
system.
you also have to understand.
And how
they don't have
that game 3 loss was horrible.
But they don't even have a true point
That game
guard.
3 loss was a bad loss. You're up 6 with 28 seconds and you lose at home. How the fuck do you do that?
You got guys like Şengün.
Shepherd with just back-breaking turnovers too.
I mean, now he did come back in the next game and was making a lot of his shots.
He played better last game, but that game 3 loss was one of the most inexcusable playoff losses I've ever seen.
Yeah,
you
so
cannot lose up 6, down 0-2 at home with 28 seconds. You cannot lose that game. That's a terrible loss.
Hey, all I can tell you is I am feeling good for the Lakers.
Is I can't be surprised. This is who the Rockets have been all season.
That's my whole thing. Where, like I said, you are going against a team that cannot shoot. You don't have a true point guard.
That's just a bad combo in the playoffs.
You know, like,
no shooting, no true point guard. I love Amonte. He's not a point guard.
No,
he can't shoot.
He's not.
He cannot shoot the basketball.
Yeah.
You can't be.
He's with I think mid-30s, low 30, 3-point.
Probably
shooter,
lower. Probably lower. He's a terrible shooter. He's a non-shooter damn near. Great defender, athletic, but he can't be a point guard.
No.
He can't shoot.
He's better at the 2.
And Şengün's just frustrating.
Şengün, watching him play basketball makes me want to peel my eyes out.
He plays literally like all the worst aspects of Jokic's game is literally how Şengün plays.
And doesn't even make the shit.
No.
And then he gets mad at his teammates. What are you doing?
Yeah, I saw him and Tyrese and we're arguing on the bench.
This team is so dysfunctional.
It just feels like they've had negative chemistry all season. And then you have the KD burner accounts.
Yep.
It's been a mess.
Well, apparently them burners were spot on.
Yeah.
Team is garbage. That shit is terrible.
KD wasn't lying on those burners, bro.
That shit is terrible. But all right, bro. Who's your next, bro? Who actually?
You knew it was bad when Jabari Smith said KD just has to find a better way to beat the doubles. But my next one, I think this one's an easy one. The Magic and the Pistons. I mean, you have an 8 seed up 3-1 on a 1 seed. I don't think anyone saw that coming. And I was high on the Magic entering this season. I mean, on paper, they had a lot of good talent. You have Wagner, Banchero as a wing duo. You add Bane. You finally get an established shooter. Because how many times do we say the Magic needs shooting around Banchero and around France? And you finally add one of the best shooters in the league into your core. But that core only played 15 games together. So when your best players are in and out of the lineup and you have a coach, Jamal Mosley, defensive coach, doesn't have a great offensive system, you get put in the 8th seed. However, it seems everything, they started clicking to their talent level, and this was a tough draw for the Pistons. as a 1 seed. You arguably are a 1 seed and get to face a team who on paper has more talent than you. That's rare as a 1 seed. I mean, you look at top to bottom, outside of Cade and Jalen Duren, where else are the Pistons better than the Magic in the starting 5? Tobias Harris is not better than Matt Carroll. Fuck no. Amon Thompson, Asar, confused the twins. Asar, great defender. I'm not taking him.
He can't shoot either.
He can't shoot. So I'm not taking him over Franz Wagner. No. And then who's their guard that they're starting? Who the fuck is even the guard they're starting, bro?
I'm not sure.
Your boy Duncan Robinson. I like Duncan. I'm not taking him over Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs plays defense. And then off the bench, you have Anthony Black, who's a starter on most teams. So you look at the Magic, they actually have the size on paper to compete with the Pistons. But what I didn't expect is I didn't expect them to out-physical the Pistons.
Yeah,
Remember,
that one's a little
the Pistons
surprising.
Were arguably the most physical team in the league. And the Magic look more physical.
Yeah.
That surprised me. Another thing that surprised me is Wendell Carter is completely outplaying Jalen Duren. And if you know, you know.
Come on now.
If you know.
Hey, it would be awkward seeing someone come to the games.
You saw she reposted the poster. I know you saw it. I know you saw it. Let's just say Jalen Duren is getting cucked professionally and off the court. I mean, damn. Wendell Carter has outplayed him all series. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's tough, bro.
And you got your ex reposting her new man that's outplaying you. That shit gotta hurt.
That's in the nigga pride.
It has to. At some point, it has to hurt. I can't keep taking this disrespect both ways. I gotta get me one. This is just embarrassing.
Yeah,
you're an all-star getting outplayed by Wendell Carter is not bad, but damn it, you're trying to get $300 million this offseason and getting outplayed, out-physical, and outclassed
by a man
by
has
Wendell
been moved
Carter.
by how many teams at this point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember, he was on the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
No one remembers that because it was that long ago. What's crazy, he's only like 27. Like, Wendell Carter, good defensive big and shit, but come on. If you're an all-star big, you cannot be getting outplayed by Wendell Carter in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's a bad look. Cade still, he's
still getting his. I think he just got almost 40.
Game. Yeah, I think tonight he had a 40 ball. So
Yeah.
Cade's still getting his. He's had some tough games with Magic. They could throw a lot of length at you, so that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
And he doesn't have another reliable ball handler. It was supposed to be Jay and Ivy before he got hurt and became, a pastor, I guess. I don't know what to call the awakening he's under right now. But he did say...
See, we don't speak politics.
He did say the Pistons won't matter on Judgment Day. He might have been right about that because Judgment Day's here and they're on the brink of getting eliminated in the first round by an AFC.
See, yikes. All right.
I had to throw that in there.
Yikes. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think you've been right on that one, so
yeah.
I'm not going to argue.
AFC about to be in 1 seed. The last time that happened was your Heat against the Bucks, and that was like 3-4 years ago. So, doesn't happen often.
Yeah, I hope the best. Mm-hmm. So I was hoping the Pistons would get it done, but well.
Yeah, who knows? If they win tonight, teams come back from 3-1 a lot these days, but you gotta take it one game at a time.
That is true. But shoot, bro, so we're going to go ahead and knock this out, man. If they've been watching from the very beginning to the very end, bro, they got to make sure they subscribe.
One click of a button.
I mean, there's no other reason not to do it.
And it don't cost a thing either.
It's for free. Come on now.
And then you got to hit the like button, too. Also for free, bro.
It's simple.
Is it the wrong video?
See, I mean, it is kind of, but go ahead, though.
I got a small spike the like button, bro. Come on.
You were itching for it.
I was fiending for it. Once I made the thumb, I couldn't stop myself. This is very
easy. You're like, come on,
I had to do it, bro. I know it's not a WWE video, but it makes too much sense.
It's
too tempting, bro.
But shoot.
Way too tempting.
Comment down below,
Please,
bro.
beat up
Tell
those comment sections, man.
What y'all think, bro.
Yes.
Are y'all really hurt that Ant is not gonna be playing?
Oh
the
man,
Nuggets?
we forgot.
Because I'm terrified of this now.
I'm an Ant-Man guy, bro. Comment down below. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and let us know exactly what you're feeling.
Let us know your draft hot takes. Really.
Exactly. What's the other one, my man?
Other one. Ding, ding, ding. Hit that notification bell. Also, one click of a button, as I always say, was better than looking at your phone and seeing Flicks and Kicks' posted video. No matter what time of day.
It is better to be first than last.
Simple as that, Ricky Bobby.
Exactly. And it's very simple. You got to follow us on all of the socials. We got the TikTok, we got the Letterboxd, and we have the Instagram.
What else we got?
See, you tried.
Hit you with your same move. I did try. I just had to make sure.
See, you tried.
I just had to make. He tried on me, y'all, so I had to hit him back too to make sure.
You know, it's not gonna work, bro. I started it.
You in full too. I ain't gonna lie, that was impressive. You ain't stutter or nothing. Okay.
Come on, man. I started that.
You did start that. I wanted to see.
I built this brick by brick. All right, man. We out.
Peace out. Stay tuned. More content on the way.